Which United will finish higher? 80% said Leeds. Gotta be. The people have spoken. Leeds United will finish higher. No, but literally, what do you think will happen here?
I think this is
Michael. Yeah.
This is the greatest moment in football history we are living right now. Right? I saw a picture of a guy on a cherry picker, you know, the lifts, with a paint roller, painting the front of the stadium with a roller. They had no industrial team in. They had no spray painter guys in. It was a hand roller on a cherry picker repainting the front of the stadium. And I just thought, this is fantastic. They are there's a saying in Ireland, when things are bad, paint the front door, right? Yeah. And that means essentially, if you're broke, you paint the front door, everyone thinks you've still got a few quid and everything's okay in your house. You're doing your house up, so you've obviously got a few quid. Manchester United were literally painting the front door, and they have no money. You've got Ronaldo, who apparently wants to get out of the club, and I love this. One of the most selfish players in the world is now showing that it's all about him, and his allegiance to Manchester United fans are turning on him now. Fantastic to see. It's a great day at the office. I like the fact that players are turning them down now, because if you were like, apparently they bid 150 million for Joe Felix today, and Atletico went no. But I think Joe Felix would have also said no. Rabiot has also turned down a move, and they actually were videoed in Italy to go and meet the player, and he has said he doesn't want to come to Manchester United. Like, if you're a top European player playing in the Champions League, the idea of dropping down to the Europa League isn't appealing. But dropping down to the Europa League with a club that can't sign players, are bottom of the league, having lost their first 2 games, and their star player wants to leave, that wouldn't fill you with confidence to go, yeah, I'll go and play there. You'd be going, well, they're in the Europa League this year. They've already lost 2 games, so they're not winning the title already. That's gone. That's done. So they might not be in the Champions League again next year. I'm not going to play with them. I want to be in the Champions League, and I think that's going to be a huge factor for United. This was going to happen at some point. It was always going to happen at some point, and I think for everyone who sets up a poll to get rid of the Glazers, I think we should all go onto those polls and vote to keep the Glazers, because they're doing a service to world football.
Fantastic job. Yeah, I can't agree anymore with what you've just said, Jer. There's a real stink about the place, and I love it. It's that painting story is hilarious, because there's been a lot of talk, even just people just keep throwing this in as like a throwaway line, right? Sort of like, and the stadium is falling apart, and so now they're painting it. That's fantastic. I'm so glad you shared that. Yeah, there is they're having difficulty playing, and it's not hard to see why players wouldn't go there. No one wants to take their money anymore. And that used to be the key to success. I mean, they had lots of money. They were the first huge global commercial club. They always had a lot of money to throw around. They built successful teams under Sir Alex Ferguson. But it was always backstopped by the fact that they had such a huge, commercial operation that allowed them to afford more than anyone else could, until the other teams started catching up right around the time that we went down. And since then, it's not been so easy for them. It feels like this has been coming for a long time. That said, I don't want to get too carried away with my excitement, because we've seen them have bad starts to the season before and end up getting it together by the end, because they do have still some quality players there, even amongst the squad that they have. If for some reason their manager is able to get them in gear, which, is yet to be seen, they could end up doing certainly better than they have been so far. And sort of finishing in that top 6-7 range potentially. There's no reason why they shouldn't, given the squad that they have, aside from the fact that they have this real stink about the place, and when things are going wrong, they're really going wrong.
Can I just share the screen for 2 seconds? I want to show you this. If you